Hello and welcome. My name is Hannah Golightly. I am a certified teacher of the visually impaired and a special education consultant. I support students, teachers, and parents in the area of visual impairments, including cortical visual impairments, and in the area of multiple disabilities. Today, I want us to look at the process of referring a student to determine eligibility as a student with visual impairments. The first thing on my list is the referral itself. The process always begins with a referral. A referral can come from any school staff member who has concerns about a student's vision, or from a parent, or even the student. The second thing is a state eye report. An eye care report from an ophthalmologist or optometrist that is done within a year is usually needed. The eye report gives more information about the student's visual impairment, such as the diagnosis, visual acuity, and the visual fields. A neurological report is accepted in cases of a CVI referral. CVI is the acronym for cortical visual impairment or brain-based visual impairment. We will talk more about this in subsequent videos. The third on my list is the parent consent. The parent has to sign consent for the school to tell the student, and possibly the consent to release medical information so the school can have access to any other needed information from the ophthalmologist or the doctor. After the consent is signed, the school has 45 school days to do the assessment and call an ad meeting to discuss the results of the assessments. Fourth on the list is the assessment itself. The teacher of the visually impaired conducts a functional visual evaluation to determine how the student's vision affects his or her learning, and a learning media assessment is conducted to determine the best learning medium for the student. The orientation and mobility specialist also conducts the orientation and mobility evaluation. This determines how the student's vision affects his or her mobility. The fifth, but not the least, on my list is the ad meeting itself. An ad meeting is held to determine VI eligibility for services based on the results of the eye care report, the functional vision evaluation, the learning media assessment, and the orientation and mobility evaluation. If the student does not qualify, the process ends after the ad meeting. If the student qualifies for services, then VI services begins after the meeting. Note that even if the teacher of the visually impaired recommends the student will need visual services at school, the student cannot begin services until an eye care report is on file, as the law requires. The law requires that the eye care report from an ophthalmologist or optometrist should be part of the eligibility criteria to qualify for services. I hope this helps you understand the referral process to determine eligibility as a student with visual impairments. I know some of you are asking, I believe my child still needs some support. What do I do? I have listed other options for students who do not qualify for vision services from a teacher of the visually impaired in the school setting in my blog on misconceptions about VI services in the school setting. If you go through that, you will get some other options that you may have for your child. Thank you, and please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Also, visit my website at www.thebrightsideofme.com for more visual impairment topics. Thank you.